Alright, so yeah, I got the diagram out, and I watched a couple videos, actually one on the same generator, and the first thing I wanted to check was these circuit breakers. So I checked both circuit breakers and they're fine, and I've got connectivity from the outlets to the plug back here. So then I went to the cable, checked the cable, it's good, so I'm going to put all this back together. And before I plug the cable in, I'm going to spray contact cleaner in there and plug the cable in several times and do that on both ends. But as I was watching that video, I do believe I put the brushes in backwards. So I'm going to pull them out, flip them around, and we'll give this a try again. Yeah, gas tank's easy to remove, but yeah, I gotta watch. That's why I keep tire plugs around. Can you feel it? Yeah, give you an idea. Them's a good inch long. So yeah, they will definitely go into these tires. Alright, so yeah, I think I got these brushes backwards, so we're going to just remedy that right now. And while we're in here, I'm going to do a few continuity checks. Make sure nothing's grounded. Okay. So when I watched the video, he said this tab needs to be on the inside. So we have to unplug these wires again. And let me go get the book. Alright, so the positive brush is the blue wire, and it's closest to the bearing. So that means the blue wire will go here, and the red wire will go here. Alright, and it goes in this way now. Alright, let me bring you back. Alright, so all I got to do is put the control panel on, spray contact cleaner, drop the gas tank back on it, and then yeah, we'll go fire this thing up again. Okay, so yeah, we're ready to do this again. I expect one of three things to happen. We get light and voltage, we get no light, no voltage, or we get smoke. Only one way to find out. Contact. Alright, that it works. No oil leak. I put a different gas cap on it. It still weeps a little, but not like it was doing with the other gas cap. That's one of the new ones I bought. Yeah, it's approved. So I guess my next step is to load test it. I noticed the voltage was a little high, but I'll get the manual and see if there's a way to adjust that. But yeah, guess the biggest thing I got to test this with is this little MIG welder. Now on my other generator, I can't remember. This stuff doesn't make any sense at all. Minimum, maximum. So my other generator had to run on these settings here. So what I can do is crank this up to maximum and try some different settings over here and see what happens. Yeah, I can't make heads or tails of that little chart. So the shop voltage is 124 volts and the generator was 128. I may go grab a couple things to plug into it to load it down and just see what the voltage settles out at. Alright, so yeah, I wasn't going to do the welder. This is easier, I think. So for the load test, we got 1500 watts here for heat. We got additional 500 watts here for AC. Yeah, that's my old AC, but it still worked. We're going to try it again. So I got this heavy power cord just for the generator. And what I've done is I've plugged it in to this power strip. It's right there. So on the power strip, we have a drill press. We have a bench grinder ×2. We got 2 fans. I've got my voltage meter set up and I also got my hertz meter set up. So yeah, we're going to fire this thing up and put some load on it and just see what happens. We'll let it warm up a minute. 128. And what do we want here? We want hertz. And that ain't reading right. Let me fiddle with that a minute. Alright, figured it out. We're at 61 hertz. That is not bad. So we want to see what happens when we start loading it down. Start with this guy. Blowing cold. Blowing hot. So that's about 2,000 watts right now. 59 on the frequency, and yeah, we dropped to 100. So let's turn some power tools on and see what happens. Drill press. That ain't gonna add nothing. That's everything on the bench. 59, 113. Can't really complain. I think I got a good generator. Yep. Yeah, I can't complain with that. I think that's a successful test. So yeah, let me put things away. I do want to put a towel under it just to make sure that oil leak's fixed. It definitely got warmed up and didn't run it at max. All right, put a couple blue towels down and I weighted them down so the wind doesn't blow them. And we're going to park him right there for a few days and see what happens. But yeah, I do believe it's fixed, and yeah, I like it. I may look into a transfer switch for the shop to build me a little thing outside to park this under. That way I can just plug it in and power the shop if I need to. Thanks for watching.